uncomfortable conversations we're about to have right now about this whole shit, Will Smith and motherfucking Chris Rock, because I wasn't gonna actually do commentary. I will let the blogs do it, let my usual peoples do it. But actually, let's talk about it for real, because I'm curious. Okay. Let's just go off the pretenses of what happened. Chris Rock made a tasteless joke. Jada has alopecia. She be rocking the bald head look for God knows how long. We all been loving the bald headed Jada. So be it. She tells a story a couple months ago or a year ago, and how long the premise of it was about her alopecia. And mind you, alopecia is not a deadly disease. You just lose your hair, child. Like, girl, women have wigs for that reason. Niggas go bald all the damn time over the years. No one's thinking about it. Okay. Will Smith slaps him on stage. Don't tell my mother wife. Everybody's like, yeah, that's how you protect your girl. Like this. I swear for God. Now, like I said in my story, I'm trying to debate was that slap real or not. Because it sounded like it was a sound effect that was pushed into it when he slapped. Now, my whole thing is this. Chris Rock, you being a fucking comedian, why would you make fun of that girl knowing she got alopecia? Now, let's under the pretense you did not know that. Why would you do that? Okay, like, woo, for 2 weeks. And guess what? The fucking memes are killing me. But this is the fucking one. That is the fucking one. When we say protect black women and slap on that shit, this is what we mean. This is what we mean, and that's on period. Slap when they talk about your girl. Period. So we're all praise Will Smith. That's what a real nigga do. That's how you protect your girl. Ooh, energy. Now, apparently, I did not know this. Will Smith has had a history with abuse in his life because his mama got abused by his daddy or whatever. And y'all saw the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, how they touch on topics like this. So I'm not saying that, appropriately speaking, that, there's a lot of trauma with Will Smith and, he tries to kumbaya his life through everything, that maybe it ain't a big deal. But can we talk about the energy that he not have for August Alsina? The energy you not have for Tupac. Because your wife is always talking about how, Tupac this, Tupac that, she love with Tupac and all type of shit. And you don't keep this energy. Y'all the same ones that said bad marriage for life. Slapstick, oh my God. And we'll let that shit go. Like, are we serious right now?
Oh my Lord. Did Will Smith and Chris Rock just get into an entanglement? Is this world coming?
Get my name out your fucking mouth!
Wow, dude!
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
I'm going to, okay?
With August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement, an entanglement, an entanglement with August.
Like, can we talk about it? Like, can we talk about the fact that this is just ridiculous? Because Chris Rock is not one of those men in the industry that can go there and retaliate. And I think, I don't want to say Will Smith knew who to slap, but if we're gonna be them black people be like, oh, it was white man, he wouldn't do that shit, because we know he fucking wouldn't. Now, don't say Will Smith ain't got no violent past, because he do. But y'all know damn well he wouldn't start no white man on stage. Now, they're trying to recall his Oscar, and I just find it funny that I've not watched the movie that he was in playing Venus Serena's father, but I heard his performance was very much lackluster, was giving back Bugs Bunny the whole time. Like, I'm just flabbergasted. This is what we're doing. Here, this rhetoric too.
I mean, I don't know all the ins and outs of their relationship, but I feel like Jada manipulates having intellectual conversation about being a person capable of loving more than one person. So I understand that dynamic. When you're in a relationship, it doesn't change, you being attracted to someone else or having love for a past lover. But I think that she took that dynamic of understanding way too far, because you engaging in those feelings with that person outside of your marriage is one thing, versus having those feelings and acknowledging those feelings, that's another. So there's a lot of manipulation on Jada's part. Jada would not be the caliber of actor that she was had it not been for Will Smith. Literally. She's not that great of an actress, in my opinion. And literally in the sense of, she was back to Baltimore, done with the acting scene, and Will Smith pulled up on her. That's how they ended up together. So she knows his struggle with early in their relationship, the dynamic with her and Tupac. I got cut off, but I think I was saying that Will also struggles with this dynamic of feeling like he was a coward in his youth and even through his adulthood. So his mother, I think, was physically abused by his dad, and he wasn't able to protect her, and he wasn't able to protect his siblings, and not being able to protect himself when he was the odd guy, oddball, and, you know, kids being kids in high school, growing up in the hood, like, he was fucked with. So there was a part of him that struggled with feeling like he didn't have a certain kind of physical, stereotypical masculine that the likes of Tupac had, which is who his woman obviously was into. So quite literally, I think last night was his Tupac moment. Him defending his wife and, nigga, you better not. Like, I really think that she triggers that in him. And I think there's a part of her that knows that. And I think that because he is such a force to be reckoned with in this industry, she kind of gets off on, and is somewhat validated by, making sure he knows, like, I'm the priority. And she triggers that in him. And I think that whole entanglement situation and her breaking him down emotionally is making him conform to her and what her beliefs are with regard to relationships. And flexing. Like, yep, he gonna do what I want him to do, period. Because otherwise, what is Jada's flex? I am more so disappointed at who he lashed out on, not necessarily that he lashed out. Because if we're going to talk about the dynamics of him being a representation of you know, the standard of black people in a predominantly white setting, I think that's a conversation that can be had with... there's a long list of people that I think we could have that conversation with before Will Smith. The likes of your Cardi B's, your Offsets, your City Girls, these endless list of hip-hop motherfucker who perpetuate misogyny and violence and conducting themselves in that way. I think it hits heavier because we know Will Smith knows better, but we give all these other motherfuckers a pass because they're trifling or ghetto as fuck, and we celebrate that. So I think that black people really need to come to terms with the rap and hip hop industry and how much of a horrible influence that is. And that is the behavior that we're trying to counter. I mean, at least for Will Smith, I can say he was defending his wife. I don't know what these other niggas are doing. They're just voluntarily fucking on the stage at the Grammys and throwing ass everywhere as much as it can be seen, and talking about their pussies and talking about their dicks and talking about how much little they give a fuck about bitches. Like, nothing about what the majority of black entertainment is perpetuating fits into the guidelines of how to conduct oneself. So I would say that Will and Jada even have been pretty stellar in terms of conduct. So I don't feel like this is an L. It doesn't help, but the bigger pool of people that contribute to that kind of narrative are completely unrelated to Will Smith and Jada. So
at the end of the day, choose your battles wisely. I don't think he should have slapped that man on damn stage. I think he could have talked to the man on the side or something. Because now the highlights and the headlines are saying that, oh, they talked about it, all good to go. So what was the point of you doing that? If you gonna big film that nigga after the fact, like that's shit I be talking about. It makes no damn sense. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
The ghetto. The ghetto. The ghetto.
It's weird.